the Army was looking for, how we were going to address the issue of suicide, primarily. So when the term, suicide prevention program came up, I bristled and said, it's really a negative, right, if you think about it. So we label a program with a negative, an outcome that we want to avoid, but talking about it doesn't necessarily bring it about, but nevertheless the program points to one thing singularly, and that's the failure to live life. Whatever causes that, right? And so I suggested to the Vice Chief of Staff of the Army that possibly a better name would be a positive one. And which would you rather read, a book on suicide prevention or A Life Worth Living? I'd be intrigued by A Life Worth Living. That's the life I want to live. Some soldiers come from homes. Others come from houses. And those aren't the same. Some have the substance of a healthy family of origin. Others are looking to get away from maybe bad circumstances and to make something of their life. So we receive both, and what a tremendous opportunity to come into this Army and to know that you're cared for, body, mind, and spirit. And it's no other organization like it that takes a young person and transforms them in weeks. And I was one that came from a house, not a home. A whole series of things happening in my life. I wasn't doing well. And then to have your faith rekindled, or to find faith in the Army, and then to find direction for your life. A lot of times our kids are just going to have challenges no matter where they are. And what I would communicate to you is you're providing them an opportunity for a lifestyle that's like no other. It's not just about suicide. So it's really about being a part of a culture. It's a cultural disposition that you're in an organization that cares about you. It doesn't matter what life might throw at you, we're going to stand with you. And then it's also about giving back to civil society a fit person. A person who's served their country and served their country well, done what their country asked them to do, and we're going to make sure that we send it back out into civil society a whole person. I would want anyone listening to this to know that when you see a chaplain, it's protected communication. It's safe. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. Everything's protected. That's the beauty of it. The other aspect is that it's part of culture. So when you learn from day one, when you come into the culture and it's acceptable, it's encouraged. When seeking help is encouraged, that's part of the culture. And so I think, again, it points to a need to stress those things, to emphasize those things, and to be encouraged to seek help when you need it. It doesn't require a chaplain to care. It requires an empathic leader to care. So I think if there's a word for the day here today, it's empathy. What our leaders need is to understand and know empathy, to get down to where the soldier is, to have empathic behavior to where that soldier might be. I think is a very, very, very important commodity that is needed in our Army today. The Army is a great place of opportunity. It's a great place of challenge. It's a great place to live a life worth living.